So we're here in Houston, Texas, coming to a walkthrough on my first ever new home. So we were officially 10 days away from finishing this house from start to finish. As you guys have seen throughout the entire journey of this channel, man, this house went from completely dirt to $1 million house in less than 3 months of a transformation. I've learned so much on this experience and this journey. I've been very thankful, for all the lessons that I have learned and the experiences that I've taken away on this path. So now, since we're getting to the final stages, I'm gonna show you guys kind of what I decided to go with on the finishes. Because we have pretty much everything in, everything else is sort of just knockout punch work to complete at this house, but we are about 10 days away from finalizing everything, and then we'll have stagers come in, take some photos, and knock the rest of that out. So yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a tour of what selections I decided to go with, and you can kind of follow along and see what you guys think for my selections on the finish of the house. All right, so we're gonna walk into the biggest room in the entire house, starting off with, again, your converted movie room into a spacious 4th additional bedroom. Like I said, I think this is gonna really help out with comps. Just having this extra bedroom, it's gonna look really well on market, just having that displayed. As you guys see, we have beautiful hardwood engineered flooring, ran throughout the entire house. I think it came out beautiful. We also did your larger baseboards, which is kind of more of a modern trend. Just going with those new homes. I think it adds a very luxury look. We actually had a compliment earlier. I was talking to a builder that's building right next door, and they were looking at the flooring, and they said, hey man, this flooring looks better than flooring that we see on $1 to $2 million homes. So that's a huge compliment regarding that. As you guys see, we do have the recessed lighting begin to get installed. Now, there is one problem with me and my realtor walked a few homes not too long ago, and these like cups that we see that, go around the recessed lighting looked a little bit cheaper than what we liked. So those may get replaced. Honestly, I just realized that once we looked up. So I'll go ahead and show you guys the rest of the house, the rest of the finishes that we decided to choose, let you guys see what's been going on. Given the fact that we don't really have electricity, it's a little bit hard to see exactly everything that's going on, but I will do my best to show you guys and explain what design selections that we decided to go with. So as you see right here, we have your white quartz countertops with a little bit of a brown design or stain running in throughout that. Now again, we have not stained the white oak cabinets. So we do have white oak cabinets, again, ran all throughout the house. And you see your dual vanities right here. So I think definitely it gives the home a very modern, full look. This is your only full bathroom upstairs. So it came with a pretty cool design. As you see, we kind of went with your dark gray, black stone flooring right over here. And then you'll have as well your floor to ceiling shower, combo shower with bathtub ran throughout here. So overall, definitely a pretty cool look. There's still some touch-ups and stuff that need to be made, but we do have the gist of the entire bathroom completed. So we'll walk into your other secondary bedroom upstairs. As you guys see, again, not too big, not too spacious, but I do think, like I said, overall it gets the job done as far as just overall a secondary bedroom for a younger child that could potentially live here in the future. Again, same design selections. I'm not gonna go too crazy with painting the walls different colors or anything like that. Just given the fact that this is a spec house to sell, if I choose that I like red and then potential homeowners don't like that color, I think it does more of a negative than a positive. So I'm gonna keep most of the tones neutral throughout the entire house, and really try to let whoever takes over the home have their own canvas to paint on regarding that. As you guys see, now this is the loft kind of space once you come upstairs. And so it's like a really cool hangout area that I think would be really cool for, pretty much just separate. Children can kind of hang out up here. The adults can hang out downstairs and vice versa, however you may like it. We have a pretty big ceiling fan that's remote controlled as well. Very, very cool space. As you guys see also, we have the wood railing and staircase that's going up. They're actually supposed to be putting in the metal railings today. I don't see that being done right now. So there's some few questions that need to be asked and answered regarding that. But overall, like I said, we got the bulk of the house pretty much done. Now we're just punching out those final things. we'll walk down the staircase and you guys will see everything that we decided to do in the living spaces and their primary bedroom. So as you guys see, we did go with the custom wood tread and wood design for the staircase and the stair steps. Ultimately, I think we did a really good job of executing on making this a modern farmhouse. We really played to a lot of those different aesthetics overall throughout the entire home. As you see, even right here, we decided to go with the wood slats. Again, that was kind of like a design choice. Any of you guys are on the internet, you see that in the past year or so, this has been a common trend for kind of accenting different walls. I think I'm gonna honestly even put like shiplap on certain other parts of the house just to kind of, again, play into that design choice overall. As you guys see, again, we definitely have a pretty wide overall living space / kitchen. Definitely a huge island. The kitchen cabinets run throughout the entire wall. So, I mean, I think that pretty much we executed on every kind of point that I wanted to going into this house and building it. The vision that I had, I think we matched what I had in my head, truthfully. And so I have a few little designs, even like fixtures, things of that sort that kind of came in. So as you see, man, everything is a very common theme and aesthetic that matches throughout the entire home, throughout this project. Now, one thing that I still need to get, and it's very last minute, is a back door that leads out to the yard. I still have not ordered that yet, and that's just due to me really just leaving this on a back burner and not really thinking about it, truthfully. So I still need to do that, but yeah, let's walk into the primary and I'll show you guys kind of what we decided to do in there. All right, so yeah, we're here at the primary bedroom. Very spacious, very big. We still have one more thing left. We're gonna do these double barn doors that leads from the bedroom to the bathroom. I think it'll be a seamless transition between both of those living spaces. That turned out pretty cool. I think we're supposed to get that done today and it did not get done. So that's another thing to add on the to-do list. Again, as we walk into here, still need to clean up quite a bit, but same concept with basically your white countertops, your white oak cabinets, and then the stone flooring. And as you see as well, you'll have your shower, same concept with more so marble look as far as on the shower wall and all that. We're supposed to be putting in your fixtures here pretty soon. So we still have left your vanities, the mirrors, need to put in a tub. So yeah, we still have a few things on the to-do list, but like I said, we have about 10 days left and all that will be done within these next 10 days. Have a pretty spacious closet as well. Pretty dark in there so you can't really see. Hopefully next time we do this walkthrough, the electricity will be turned on so you guys can really get a full scope of everything that we're looking at. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys, I think we still have left the office space and then the half bath, and then I'll show you guys kind of what we've done on the outside, and that'll be pretty much it for the walkthrough. Alrighty, so we'll lead over to this half bath right here. Now, I did mention, again, it's a little bit dark. I did mention that I would have liked to keep everything neutral, but I am toying with the idea of at least just for your half bathroom, making this one a different color, just to throw off the vibe a little bit, you know, add a little sauce or flavor to the entire home and not have everything so neutral. So I am toying with the idea, and my realtor, she's about to pull up here in a few minutes. So we'll talk about that idea, discuss and see if I'm thinking logically on that. And so you have your little foyer area right here. I think it'd be cool to put like shiplap or some type of wall design, just kind of accent on this wall right there. So I'm toying with that idea as well, which more than likely get done for that room and then the one upstairs with the loft. You have your office space right over here, which again turned out to be pretty big. Now, I was in talks with adding recessed lighting to this room just to overall make everything, you know, light up a little bit more. But once I saw how big this fixture is, the chandelier, I mean, it added a whole lot of perspective as far as this room can be lit up with honestly just this. And so I really have no problems with just leaving this and kind of not worrying about adding recessed lighting to the entire house. And so yeah, I'm going to show you guys the backyard, the fence work that we decided to do, and I'll pretty much conclude, I would say, about our 85% to 90% completion of walkthrough, and then hopefully by the time we do this again, the house will be fully complete. So yeah, come with me to the backyard and see what design choices I made on the fence. Alrighty, so as you guys see, last but not least, we do have the backyard, and like I said, we decided to run cedar fencing all throughout the entire yard. I think the landscaping with that turned out to be a pretty nice combination. And we also decided to lay the boards horizontal rather than vertically, because I just think it adds a cooler aesthetic, man. And ultimately, like I said, you just want a product that you're proud of whenever you're designing or building something, especially to this magnitude. I think every choice matters. And so I made sure not to cut any corners in regards to that, even if it may cost me a few extra bucks on the back end to ultimately pay for those decisions. So yeah, man, like I said, we're basically at the finish line of this entire project. I've had so much fun just learning everything so far. I hope you guys have enjoyed this entire journey. I've tried to be as transparent as possible on every single video. That way you guys are basically in this side by side with me, learning step by step of the way. So yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next walkthrough. Like I said, hopefully, fingers crossed, that will be done. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. Until next time, I'll catch you guys. Peace.